24. Return. The subtitle of this gate in the Rave Mechanics speaks about the natural and spontaneous process of renewal and transformation. I mean, it is a gate of the Ashna, and it is pointing towards the head, towards this gate of inner truth. So this is what we return to. We return to our own truth. And you see, gate 24 is not just the gate of the Ashna, it is the final gate of the quarter of initiation, the quarter of mind. It is a gate that is part of the cross of the four ways, and it defines the way of the mind. The way of the mind. I mean, and you see so clearly why human design is so healthy for the mind, because it provides keynotes that you can return to and measure your own individual experience against, I'm a generator. I don't initiate, I respond, and then, I see what happens. And, in seeing what happened, you realize what happened. And you see the difference between what happens when you respond and what happens when you initiate. I mean, it gives you references to return to. And the more you live them, the more, you just get attuned to that place inside where truth resonates uniquely for you. I mean, isn't it funny that the only hexagram that mentions truth is inner truth? How can anybody ever know if what I am saying is true or is not true? Because you see, it is not about whether it is true or not for you. It's about whether it is true or not for me. For me. And there is no way for anybody to know with absolute certainty. I mean, it's not even always possible for me. And I'm watching it from the inside. You see, the thing about truth is that truth doesn't really mean anything. I mean, it's just a thought passing through. It's just something you see on the inside. And it's not like you have to say it. And it's not like by saying it, something's gonna happen. It may not. The best way to understand, is that truth doesn't mean anything if it doesn't have a practical purpose. There's no point in expressing your truth if it isn't going to do anything. It's okay that you know, so what? Good for you. But if you're bringing the polarity, gate 44, this gate of, the potential transmission, this gate that is the possibility of material success, and understand that by material success, we're not just talking here about money and accumulating money in your bank, we're talking about well-being. I'm hungry, that's true, I'm thirsty, I'm cold, something that has to do with the elements, that affects your form, that has to do with your form and this specific circumstance in which your form is in the moment of realization. So, it's how you present it to others. But then again, this comes in through the polarity all by itself. It is nothing but, a place of realization, and the realization is always on the inside. This is where you find your truth. And you don't find it there so you can tell others, so you can argue with somebody else's truth, so you can discuss the depth of your philosophical truth against the depth of somebody else's philosophical truth. It's got nothing to do with that. You know where to find it, so you know. So you know that this is what it is for you. It doesn't mean that it has to be, can't be like that for anybody else. Nobody sees the way you see. Nobody makes the associations of what you see that anybody else does, that is seeing the same thing, because nobody had your trajectory. So knowing this is a potential, you know, it's just a potential. It's not there to be expressed. It's just there for you to be realized. Whether, you know, it brings to me this receptive mind, you know. You never know when or if and with whom it may show up again, and it may lead to a practical expression of your truth, something that can actually open up the possibility of a success in your interaction with another. But it's not to be philosophical.